Hello, hello. It's Bernadette, your transformational high performance coach, rocking the free world tonight. Hello and welcome. If you haven't watched me before, like I said, I'm a transformational and high performance coach. I had to jump on. We just finished our very first session of SOAR in my Charm Life group. And Charm Life is my transformational program for those who want to overcome past issues, take their power back, and start to consciously create their lives and heal from past traumas and all of that. But SOAR is my 12-week high performance group coaching and private coaching. And we just kicked it off into Charm Life tonight. And I'm so excited, like so jazzed, so pumped. And holy crap, in that session, we had so many big, huge shifts. The energy started out low and then it just continued to climb. And we finished off crescendo. And literally, like, this is our very first session, right? I'm hoping some of the Charm Life people come on and they share with you like some of their big takeaways. But I thought I'd share some of the big takeaways. I know Facebook user, you got to give StreamYards permissions. The first session was amazing. So this is one of our Charm Lifers. I don't know which one, but the first session was amazing. Literally, we just did session 1. So what SOAR is a 12-week mastery program to optimize your performance, to gain self-mastery and awareness, right? To really raise the bar on your mindset, your habits, and to kick it in such a way that you not only achieve your goals, you surpass them. 2024 is going to be an amazing year, and I really want to help people get to that next level. So if you've been stalled, you've been stagnant, you've been like, things aren't really moving, I'm not hitting the levels of growth in my business, at work, I've been surpassed, overlooked for uh promotions or whatever, or maybe your health is declining and you're like, I don't know how to get things back on task, right? Because we covered all of that. This is your personal life and your professional life, how to achieve your goals, how to achieve your success without tanking your health, without burnout, and without destroying your relationships. This is long-term success, sustainable long-term success with fulfillment. And a lot of you've got your goals, you're achieving stuff, but you're not fulfilled. You're not feeling your energy. In fact, most of you are running through life numb. And I know, oh, it's Ashley. Ashley's saying that the first session was amazing. Thanks, Ash. Um, some of you, you're like, I'm getting by. I'd love to see it in the comments, whether you're live or you're on replay. And we're broadcasting everywhere right now. Facebook personal profile, on the business page, in our group, on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube. And I'm doing it because I want to raise the vibe of everybody. Even if you're like, I don't know who this is, but I like the feeling. There's enough negative Nellies out there and low vibe stuff. I'm like, I'm going to take this energy and pump it up. Because here's the deal. I was sharing with the group tonight. Last year, and for the last couple of years, I moved to Texas 3.5 years ago. And we'd moved here right after I had a hysterectomy. And so my physical health was, my weight, everything, my stomach, it was all hurting and blah, blah, blah. And then I just kind of got into the habit of not eating good, which I usually eat really well, right? I got into the habit of just cheating meals, not eating enough, really not eating enough calories throughout the day, stopped exercising regularly, right? Stopped working out. And then I joined the gym in January because January, I'm like, I'm up leveling, like enough of this stagnation. So put in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're still there, but you're like, it's got to change in 2024. Well, I want to help you get there, even if it's just through this video. Because here's some of the things that I shared with the group. Like January, I signed up for Planet Fitness, right? Which is like 20 minutes from my house. But I never went. Like, I think I went once. And then I was doing the workouts, right? You get the app because I have the black card. Like, you get the app. So you get the workouts on the app. And I did a few of them. I was doing my TRX, but then I wasn't being consistent. I just wasn't. And I didn't have a full plan. I mean, I knew what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to lose at least 10 pounds. I started at 134, which has been my highest, except for when I was pregnant, right? And as of this morning, I went from 134 at the end of August. I'm at 120, my lowest weight in the last 4 years. And not only lowest weight, literally was flabby in my arms. Look at that. Look at that. We got muscle and we don't have the flab down here. And we've got muscle. And I can actually lift things again. My back doesn't hurt anymore. My sciatic's not bothering me like it was. My lower back isn't hurting anymore. Why? Because I've got my abs back. So I'm not doing everything just with legs and back. Some of you ladies and even you men know what I'm talking about, right? Went plant-based, but it took me hiring a personal trainer because I wasn't going by myself. Had to hire a personal trainer to keep me accountable and to move. And we need a coach. That's what we need. We need someone who's like, they know what they're doing and they're going to hold us accountable. And because of that, I have like gotten in really good shape. I've got so much energy. Monday, I turned 57 years old. And I have so much energy. It is 9:13. I just got done with a 2-hour session with my group. And in the group takes a little longer because we're coming from a different program and now switching over to this program. So first session, we got to get everybody on board, right? Got to get the program going. Takeaways were amazing. So many of them are now committed to themselves. Big shifts that happened tonight. They were kind of like, oh, shoot, I haven't really been focused on my goals. Oh, not putting time there. Put in the comments if you've been there. You're like, I have these, and this is what I explained to them. There's a difference between dreams, things you think about, you want, you put it out there, and goals, where you're like, I'm going to achieve that. I know what it's going to take. I'm going to back it out. I'm going to fill in my calendar. I'm going to start working on these things. There's a big difference. And it takes mindset shift. It takes awareness of where you're putting your time. It takes clarity. And then you've got to get it on your schedule. It takes a lot more than that, but those are the basics, right? And then if you've got it all bouncing around in your head and you're not sharing it out there, nobody's holding you accountable. So easy to just go, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. We got everybody dialed in really clearly on our very first session tonight to go 90 days out. What's your goal? All right, now let's back it down to 30-day increments. What do you got to get done in those 30 days, right? And this is session 1. We're just starting. We're just getting warmed up. And by the end of it, everybody's pumped up. We're doing breakout rooms. I'm coaching people live. So if you are interested in that kind of support, I'm going to tell you, in January, we will be doing my cohort of SOAR, just SOAR, 12 weeks. You're going to go through the same sessions that I'm taking my Charm Life group through. And I've got private clients that I'm taking it through now. Andy, who you see in my comments on all of my stuff, he's going through it. He has made so many shifts. And we're at session 5 with him. So many things have opened up. So many things are changing. He's getting in shape. He's eating healthy. He's losing weight. He's 60 something years old, right? He's doing things out of his comfort zone and has got some big, big dreams of who he's going to be. And life has become more full, more aware, feeling more energized, not just numb, going through the motions. And he didn't have any clarity before. He's starting to gain his clarity, starting to move the ball forward. So I want that for all of you. If that sounds good, either private, I am taking clients. I'm lining up my client calendar for January, and I have very limited spots for clients for private. But if you don't want to be in a group and you're like, I want all attention on me, hey, I understand. I'm that way too. I have a private coach, but some of you do better in groups. And from an affordability standpoint, you've got to be in the group. I have an incredible deal where you're going to get 80% off right now if you are one of the first cohort. So come join me. But all you got to do is DM me or email Bernadette@bernadettegold.com, and we will set up a consultation. You'll fill out an application and we will get you moving, right? get you moving forward. And I'd love to invite you in. I wish there were like we had a long session, so I don't blame anyone for not being here on this live. They're probably going like, oh my God, I gotta write all this stuff down. But I wish they were here, and I hope they jump into the comments because I know they'll watch this video. Everybody was fired up at the end. And this is a group I've been working with for a while in Charm Life. And a lot of their energies have just been sort of low, right? Like, it's happening, but not really happening. And they've all had dreams, but they weren't really turning those dreams into goals. And there's a big difference between having a dream and actually creating a goal and achieving that goal. Big difference. Goals take action. Dreams just stay in your head. Ashley's saying, I'm so pumped after that session, right? It was so eye-opening instantly. Yeah, I mean, it's powerful. This SOAR program, this high performance coaching, it's powerful. And I had told my group, I let them vote on it. I'm like, I don't know if you guys are ready for it, but I really want to see you guys kick it into high gear so that you are achieving things in 2024 that you didn't even think were possible. And I let them vote on it. And they're like, yes, we want to do that. I'm like, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to push you, right? So you got to be willing. And they all said yes. Well, at the beginning of the session, everyone's energy is still really low. But by the end of the session, everybody's hands up. Everybody's like taking their notes and they've got their marching orders. They know what they have to do and they're excited to get it done. And I want that for you. I want that for you. It's so much easier when it's a group of people too, because start getting that energy together. But even if you work with me privately, I'm usually pretty like on it. Like if you're going to fight for your limitations, I'm going to fight against it because I can see beyond whatever lies your brain is telling you in the echo chamber. Like I'm all about let's get it done. I've accomplished some crazy, extraordinary things, and it's only been because I know how to get stuff done, right? But then I've had periods like I just came through last year and the year before where it was like I went into cruise mode. And I literally was starting to lose my mojo around my work. I was starting to feel like I don't have any energy for this anymore. Maybe I need to change careers. And it really wasn't had nothing to do with my work. Had everything to do with my focus. It had everything to do with me stagnating. Didn't have anything to do because I'm so alive and so pumped about everything I'm doing right now that I can work, put in the hard work behind the scenes, 14, 16, 18-hour days to get new stuff built. And it's exciting. It's so exciting. So if you're not excited, you're not on it. You're not living at your full potential. Let's unlock that. Let's find out what's blocking that. Let's put some new habits into play. Let's stretch you out of your comfort zone. Let's get you unplugged from the negative stuff and plug you in to the flow of possibility because anything's possible. Like we're expanding the business. Ashley works for me. She's been helping me with some video editing lately, and I was telling her today, like there's so many things that I'm working on a marketing side. And my job used to be business development and marketing. And I kind of got I had a bad attitude, right? I had this mindset, like I hate marketing. I left that career, I'm never going to go back. Well, entrepreneur, you have to market. That's just part of it. And I wasn't enjoying it. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm like, wow, I could help so many people. They get stuck with the stuff and they don't know how to get it done. And Ashley's getting a degree in marketing. I'm like, let's create an agency. Let's help small business owners. Let's do some done for you stuff for coaches. So we are going to be creating some stuff for y'all. And helping the little guy, right? And making it so that you've got that off your plate. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But for right now, I just want to let you know, I'm booking out for January. We're going to do a SOAR 12-week starting in January. I may run 2 because I'm keeping them small groups so that we can be intimate. We can get massive shifts. So I may run 2 starting January, but right now I want to just fill 1. And then I'm taking all my private clients for the first quarter of the year. You can sign up with me 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. But initially I always want to bring people on for 12 weeks. Let's see how we go. Let's see what you can get done and then decide after that. So if you're interested and you're like, well, I don't know, well, apply, jump on a call with me. You can sign up for a 1 hour coaching session with me, a 90-minute coaching session with me. And if you like it, great. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And if you don't, cool. You don't have to. Like, doesn't matter to me, right? What I want is the people who are ready to move mountains. The world is calling for leaders right now. The world is calling for us to stand in our power. 2024 is an 8-year, all about abundance and power. Are you ready to grab yours? You ready to kick it into high gear? Because I'll partner up with you and believe in you and give you my attention to push you there. And the energy is going to be incredible. I can't wait. So, want to be a part of that? I hope you are. For the rest of you that are watching me, I hope you can handle this energy because I'm going to keep bringing it. Like I love being in this energy. Don't you? Don't you like positivity? Would you guys rather me be all serious? Charm Life usually pumps me up anyways to where I'm up till 1 o'clock in the morning. So tonight I think I'm just going to work. But it takes a while for that energy to come down. But tonight, we're doing SOAR and those sessions, like just session 1 to have that many shifts makes me so incredibly happy because I know what everybody's going to accomplish and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Like Ashley said, the first session was amazing and she's so pumped after that session. It was so eye-opening instantly, and it was. And that's a great thing about group dynamics too, right? Like someone else gets coached on something and you're like, oh, shoot, I do that too. Oh, I do that too. Oh, I got to change that too. So the group dynamic and the group mind, and then we go into breakouts. So you get to work with other people and meet new friends and collaborate and cheer each other on. It's amazing. Amazing to be in a community like that of people that are like, I've got stuff I've got to get done. I'm going to make my life better. I'm going to be a better parent. I'm going to be a better lover. I'm going to be better to myself. I'm going to start honoring myself. And I'm going to achieve these goals because I want to, not because I have to, because I want to. And then you have so much confidence because you're like, if I could do that, I do anything. Y'all want to know how I like go do extraordinary stuff in my life? This is how. It's like I nail it and I keep going and I keep expanding. The breakout was super helpful. Breakout rooms are so much fun when you get to meet people, you share your dreams and share your goals. Hi, Facebook user. Don't know who you are because you guys have to like enable StreamYard so that I can see comments who's commenting. But so excited for tonight. Brenda, it's Brenda. Brenda's here. Brenda, how'd you like our SOAR session, our number 1 session? Brenda's in Charm Life too. So excited. Like so many awarenesses. Simple shifts, but they open up a world of possibility because you don't know what you don't know. We all have, I was talking about this last night. We all have blind spots. We all have blinders on and we can only see in our little box. So when you have someone come in from the outside that can see way beyond your box, oh my God, the stuff that starts to happen. Brenda's saying it was very exciting. Are you pumped? You ready to go? My table at the party's watching you. Andy's at a Christmas party at the radio station. Hi. We just did our first high performance coaching session in Charm Life. Everybody's pumped. And saying the energy, high energy after it, love and positivity. Yeah, gonna nail some goals for 2024. So seriously, if you guys want to get on my calendar, I got 10 spots. 10 spots for private, 10 spots into our first cohort for SOAR. SOAR into 2024. Hit your goals. You will be amazed every single session what opens up for you. It's the simplest stuff, and yet it's not. There are things you've forgotten or you didn't really think of it that way. We get caught up in our head and we don't speak it out and we don't have someone guiding us. It's so easy to just sit back on your heels and do nothing. And then you don't accomplish goals and you stay unhealthy and you don't work out. You don't get the guns at 57 years old. Check that out. Like, I'm proud of myself. Why? Because I spent 2 years letting my body go downhill to pick it back up. had to go plant-based, eat healthy, still eat a little bit of meat, mostly plant-based, work out 3 times a week, walk on the treadmill, right? Take care of myself. People look at me and they're like, "You're 57." On Monday's my birthday. I will be 57 years young, and I don't look like it, and I most definitely don't feel like it. I see people out and about, and I'm not trying to be mean. Like, I see people that are 10 years younger than me, 47, who are, like, bent over. They have no energy, right? And they certainly don't have the optimism and the happiness and the joy and fulfillment that I got. They just don't, and I want everybody to have it. Everybody. Yes, pumped. I love it. This is what I love. This is what I love. Someone saying, "Hi, Andy." And, "Hi, radio station." Crazy. "Hello. What are you on your phone? You're at a Christmas party." That is so funny. Andy's been through it. He's on, I think we're moving into session 6. We're going in, he's halfway through his SOAR coaching, his one-on-one SOAR coaching, and he's an amazing person to coach too, because I've had to, it's like every session that comes up, I'm like, this is going to be really different. Not going to go at it the same way I would, with someone else probably, but it's amazing the breakthroughs that we get and in his sessions too. It's like so cool. It just excites me. I just want to share that with you. So I am opening up enrollment. I know we're during Christmas time. You can still book a 1 hour with me or a 90-minute with me. You can still fill out the application. You don't have to commit to anything right away, but I want to get you on that list if you actually want to take one of the 10 spots that's in the SOAR for January, or if you want one of my private coaching sessions, because I'm only taking 10 clients. That's all I have room for is 10 coaching clients. I've already got a roster going that I'm going to finish out through the next few months, but the SOAR high performance coaching, I got spots open, and I've opened my calendar, and I'm going to fill it up by the end of this month. And then once those spots are gone, it's gone. You have to get on my waiting list to work with me. Just saying. So, and if you want to come into Charm Life, that's an option too. We got lots of options everywhere. Someone was saying to me yesterday, I was talking to one of my old clients that used to be in my Hidden Wisdom monthly membership, which is $40 a month. So for those of you who are like, you cost too much to work with, I have options for everybody. Like, there's no excuse. Like, $10 a week, you can afford to get coaching from me once a month. You can afford $10 a week. Seriously. It's a little more than $1 a day. Just saying. And the clarity that you get, the guidance that you get, the tools that you get for $40 a month come into Hidden Wisdom. Go to my website, go check out classes. It'll show you everything that is available. But if you want to be part of the stuff that's not on my website, my actual programs, you have to apply. You have to come talk to me, because I always want to make sure we're a good fit. I don't want to work with everybody, and not everyone wants to work with me, right? So I got to make sure that we're going to get along. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. So excited for the possibilities. And I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told my group tonight. You may not think that you're capable, because maybe you've had a run where you're just stuck in a rut and things are just kind of going along. Nothing extraordinary's happened. You're just kind of holding it together. You're not that happy, but you're not that sad. I was listening to that song, Numb Little Bug or whatever it is, right? Like, just not happy, right? But you don't want to die. Like, that's no way to live. There's a whole other level of excitement, joy, and fulfillment out there for you, no matter what your job, no matter whether you work for somebody or you're an entrepreneur. There's a whole other level of excitement. You should be experiencing that. And your kids should get to experience that. And your partner should get to experience that. And the lady at the grocery store should get to experience that. You should be showing up alive, energized, excited for the day every single day. We have one life. Let's live it to its fullest. And the more you push beyond your comfort zone, you become amazed at, like, oh my God, I did that. And just tonight, in one session, the first one, we're just laying the foundation right now to be able to see beyond what seemed like nothing's ever going to change. for a whole group of people, pretty promising. And they're all committed to themselves and they're all committed. I can't wait to see what everybody creates in the next 90 days. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's going to be great. And if you don't get in for the first one in January, you're going to kick yourself when we get into March and you're like, why didn't I sign up? I could have achieved so much in 90 days. Why didn't I sign up? I did that to myself when I signed up for Planet Fitness and never went and just did the app and then hired a personal trainer. Was like, I should have just went straight for the personal trainer. I know me. I need somebody to schedule an appointment with me and make me show up. I got to pay a high price because there were days I was like, I don't want to go. And then I was like, but I paid for it. Like I have to pay regardless of if I show up, and it's not cheap to have a personal trainer. So I was like, doesn't matter how tired you are, doesn't matter how sick you feel. And I worked through 5 weeks of sickness, still went to the gym. There was only 1 week that I couldn't go because I had a fever and I didn't want to make anyone sick. But I worked through it. Why? Because I paid the money and I was not about, I'm pretty competitive, not about to have him come back at me and go, Bernadette, you could have showed up. And there are days I couldn't lift 8 pounds. I had to go 5. There were days I had to go back to level 1 instead of at the level 2 I had worked up to because I couldn't breathe properly because my sinuses were plugged and I'd been coughing. But you know what? Because I had that coach, because I had that trainer by my side, I did it. And the results, I'm down from 134 to today 120 pounds. And I'm in shape. And I look good. And I feel good. And life is good. And it's my birthday. So I'm just letting you guys know, because it's my birthday too, I'm giving everybody a huge discount for January's cohort. So get in touch with me if you want one of those spots. I wish you guys the very best. I'm probably not going to be around for the next several days because it's my birthday. And I have a project I'm getting done. My schedule's booked out already. I've got clients I'm seeing this weekend because we had to move some things around. Lots of emergency sessions. By the way, if you have picked up the vid, the CVID, and the nasty crud that's been going around since about October, which is a mix of SARS-CoV-2, aptovirus. In some cases, it's even got a little mix of H1N1, RSV, and pneumonia, and sometimes strep. And if you have Epstein-Barr, maybe you know you do, maybe you don't. This stuff's knocking people out for months. Like my oldest has had it for 6 weeks. She's finally getting over her stuff. I'm still coughing stuff out, even though I feel fine. It's been 5 weeks. It went solid for a week, got better, worked out for a week, came back the second week and was like, holy crap, Montezuma's revenge. Spiked a fever to 103, had a bacterial thing going on in my nose, was able to clear that naturally, thankfully, without antibiotics. But other people have been ended up having to go to the doctor for steroids and antibiotics. If that's you, I just worked on one of my clients yesterday who tested positive. And she was having high fever, body aches, and didn't have the respiratory stuff necessarily like in the sinuses, but had it in her chest. Worked on her yesterday, and today she was better. So not 100%, but better. And I worked on someone last week that had it, and her symptoms lessened in 24 hours. So I am taking Biomag clients, just so that you know, if you can do long distance, that's where most of my clients are right now. Aside from if you have the vid, you're not coming into my office. Just saying, I'm not getting sick again, but I will do long distance. So yeah, Sky has something going on day 3 right now. Horrible crap. Both girls it's probably that. Here's what's interesting about it. It's not first time out testing positive for COVID. For some people, it is finally starting to test positive because there's a mix of other stuff. Like Brittany went in and she tested negative for COVID, negative for RSV, negative for strep. And yet they put her on antibiotics and gave her a steroid. And then later, I think, tested positive for it. So it's like days later, I guess after it incubates, you can test positive. And then one of my other clients over the weekend tested positive. So it's going around, not to scare any of you, like you're not going to die. It drags on. You can lessen the time that you're sick with magnets. And zinc, vitamin C, what I've been telling all of my clients, if you are sick, drink hot water with lemon, with honey, Manuka honey, even better if you can get it. It's super expensive, but it's amazing stuff. And put some cayenne pepper in there. Why? Because that will thin out and break up the mucus. This mucus is different than anything I've seen ever in my life, in my 57 years. It's sticky like glue. Like it's sticky like glue. There's a bacterial mix in there on top of a viral mix. This is not your normal virus thing. This is mixed with some bacteria too. So if you're starting to feel like, oh my God, and you don't want to get magnets, go to the doctor, right? Because if it is bacterial, you're going to need an antibiotic to help kick that out of your system. What I did when I started to get the bacterial yellow discharge out of my sinuses and couldn't breathe, and my face, literally this side of my face, my sinus swole up, my whole entire jaw, every one of my teeth on the right side, in my upper teeth hurt so bad. And they couldn't see me for like 24, 36 hours. I was like, whatever. I got my Navage, which is a sinus wash thing, battery operated sinus wash, where water goes in one side and sucks out the other side into this little container so I can see what's coming out. I put the salt in there, but I added drops of oregano oil. Not going to lie, that stuff burns, but it killed the bacteria. My fever dropped by 6 in the morning. I didn't have to get on antibiotics. What are you watching me when you guys are at dinner? You are cracking me up. Any case, you can do that. Neti pot sinus wash. Put some salt in there and then add a couple drops of oregano oil. Do not call me. Do not message me and say, Bernadette, that burned. I know it burns, but it also kills bacteria. Just saying. I use that on my toothbrush to kill bacteria on my toothbrush, and I'll brush my teeth with it a little bit, but that stuff burns in your mouth. So you can imagine what it does in your sinuses, but it killed the bacteria. So I didn't have to go to the doctor the next day. And by the next morning, before my appointment, my fever was gone. Normally, someone would have to go get on antibiotics for that. Now, I have magnets too, so it could have been a combination. All I know is that was bad. And that was the second round of it. So just be aware the stuff's going around again. It's dragging on. And I feel for you, but I am taking Biomag clients. You just have to book on my calendar, which you can get to from my website, bernadettegold.com. You can do long distance. I'm only seeing very few people in my office right now. I don't want to be exposed to this stuff because then I give it to my dad, my kids, and we'll just keep circling it around. I don't want that. I will do long distance. It does work. If you don't believe me, go look on my Facebook page, the business page. I just shared a post that one of my clients put up. She had myasthenia gravis. She had ports in her heart. I was working on her long distance. I'm in Texas. She's in Washington, D.C. area, right? She's Virginia, Maryland, somewhere over there. I was working on her for a couple of months. And they told her those ports were there for life. She had to have a treatment called plasmapheresis, where they take the blood out, the plasma, and put it back in and all the stuff. You're stuck with this for life is what they told her. No, because we got rid of all of the stuff, cleared the pathogens. Her port came out yesterday. And what was supposed to be for life is gone. Jarrett, you may have seen his video, who suffered for 15 years with stomach pain, 112 hospital stays, multiple surgeries. They couldn't figure it out. They had him on oxycodone and all kind of stupid drugs. He was down so thin. He looked like he was going to die. He put up a video. We put up his before picture. I just saw him yesterday. He came and cut my dog's nails. He's gained weight. He looks amazing. Like he got in a hockey accident 15 years ago. He's playing hockey again. Didn't think he'd ever do that again. That was all biomagnetism. And with him, because he's young, he's like in his 30s, only took a few sessions and lifestyle change. I coached him on his health, how to eat properly, He's gained weight and his pain is gone. No more medicines, no more anything. And he can eat again. And before that, there's he could not get through a day without massive nerve pain, massive stomach pain. So magnets can work for that. It can help you with your viruses. And I am here to help you for that. And if I can't help you, I have someone else who I team up with locally, and she knows how to do long distance sessions too. I trained her in sending long distance healing energies. If I'm too busy, I will refer you to her if she can take on clients. We're all super busy right now, just saying. Like, we're all getting emergency sessions we have to work in because lots of people are sick. So if you need it, just reach out. All right. Wishing you guys a great week. I'll see you sometime next week after my birthday. Maybe I'll pop on around then. I don't know. I'm working that day. I've got clients that day. I'm trying to force myself to celebrate, right? Celebrate my day. Everyone else gets to. And we're getting close to Christmas. So have a good one. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Get in touch.